hours.
Hey, everybody. What inopportune timing happy hour just hit.
Oh no, is that what just happened?
That's what it was.
No.
That's
Oh, and it's
okay.
food and drink. I love food and drink.
Oh, no. Do we need to postpone an hour?
Oh my god, shoo, I totally forgot about the bingo cards. Ah,
Oh, that's okay. We still have time. We can make it. We can make those in
yes.
time for.
We
I need to make my note. Let me make my note.
yes, we need to do bingo cards for Hunter's Lodge 5. Hi
Honestly, it's
Renee.
probably for the best because I think we're gonna need to add. We're gonna have to add like red key on there.
Yes.
Mods.
Wait, I don't know if red key should be a drinking game though.
That's true.
Oh,
So
okay.
many red keys.
Um,
Hey, everybody.
so
Hey, Renee.
Hunter in here with your hand washing emoji, um, that you just retracted for some reason. Um, for the end of the for an end of the podcast segment. Yeah, who just waved? STE9AFB.
Oh, that's Crypto Cornucopia.
That's Crypto Cornucopia. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Because
Hi, Stefan. Welcome.
I was gonna ask it for a good thing to call you because I cannot pronounce STE9AFB. So just let us know. We're going to talk about merch later. So let us know what you would prefer us call you and your shop and all that. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All
I'm excited.
right.
So much has happened this week.
Fua mics, I recommend both. Porque no los dos. You can do happy hour and ladies of the hunt. So.
Yeah, do both. Get out there. Y'all need your paint, so we understand. We'd love to have you live. But if you need to listen in podcast version later, that's also okay.
Okay. So you say or Stefan, or is it Stefan or Steven? See, I still don't know. Because it could be either.
That's a good question.
Long E or short E, let me know. Okay. Hey, Kata.
Hey.
So I'm glad Kata's here because Kata. Well, actually, go ahead, Mama. You let everyone know.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our exciting announcement for this week is myself, Corkio, Marvin's House, Kata, K-Hag, Bullish 13, and his partner are all going to Hawaii to do our Tiki Chief Volcano Quest August 10th. Flights are booked. Yes. Everybody rejoice with us, please. Yes. And super exciting that it's going to be like half of everybody's first time in Hawaii, which is an insane like venture all in itself. But like, yeah, yes.
Though,
so fun.
The ones, it seems like those of us who it's going to be our first time, we're only going to be there for 2 days.
It still is magical. It still is magical.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be the best 2 days of the whole year.
Yeah. So K-Hag, Kata, and I are all flying in like the day before. And we're going to do some hunting and all of that. And then the next day, Mama and Marvin's House and Bullish and his partner are going to join us because they'll be in Maui, on a real vacation. They're gonna.
It's my favorite island. I convinced my mom. I sold my mom on Maui last year when we were supposed to go on this trip.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have it in me to change it up on her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we're just making a short flight out to Honolulu for the day, and yeah, super excited.
I'll be climbing that volcano.
Yes. Yeah. So everybody knows it is official. Flights are booked. Tiki's, like the next thing is just deciding who's wearing what tiki, but we've already gathered that we all have enough tikis in the group to
I think
suffice,
more than
and
enough. Like way more.
more than enough. We could use
Yeah.
like 2 tribes if we wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So exciting.
super excited. Yeah. And so we're basically, she was asked, when are we going? So we're going to be doing the trek up the volcano August 10th. So a bunch of us are flying out. We'll get there on the 9th. We'll be leaving either, some of us are leaving the 10th, some of us are leaving the 11th. Renee says make sure to take in some local culture and eat lots of local Hawaiian food. So luckily, we've been working with Makiki Tiki, and he's said that, you know, they'll make sure that we get some good Hawaiian food. And then
shout out to them too for being
yes,
so seriously accommodating. Like,
so accommodating. Yes.
mahalo, you guys, because Makiki Tiki and Boswald are like literally offering up their homes for us to stay in.
I
Makiki
wouldn't
Tiki is taking the
advertise
day
that
off.
though.
Well, this is true. Yeah, I guess sorry.
Yeah.
I opened up a can of worms.
But I guess Psycho 808 has does he run the local Y? Does he work there? Something like that. So they also offered up the local YMCA, which is right in the center of the huge hunting grounds. So they said that during the 4th of July, they actually had like 16 people sleeping there. So
that sounds so fun. I love the Y.
Yeah. So I'm kind of bummed that Kata already booked a hotel room because so K-Hag and I are the only ones, like we're originally the only ones that were staying over for one night. And I was like, I'll just sleep in the airport. Like, I'm not picky. Like, literally, I don't care. I bring a fuzzy blanket everywhere I go anyway. I mean, it's a thin one. But, like, I'll just pick a bench and just lay there. And turns out I can't do that. So, and I'm super cheap. Like, and hotels are so expensive there. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's when they were like, yeah, we got places, you know, don't worry about it. But I guess Kata had already booked a room. So I guess K-Hag and I will, you know, be crashing out at the Y or somewhere and probably hunting all night until we decide we need to go pass out and then waking up in the morning and yeah.
And that's
Makiki Tiki joined us. Yay.
Woohoo!
Hey, dude.
Hey, Makiki Tiki. We were just sending you many mahalos for your efforts in this epic adventure coming up. We're all so excited.
So excited.
And I'm looking forward. We've all decided that we're gonna do like CHW family dinner after and do the local hunting in the area. Harris also, I'm very glad that the Walking Quest came out like a couple months ago because I feel like my stamina is back up and you know I'll be okay for the volcano hike. So
yeah,
no, we're super excited. Wow,
and there's
I just can't even believe how fast we pulled that together.
Yeah, and there's a couple yellows that we'll all be able to hit, and we'll know the answers because you know I'll be everyone's first time. Not the Hawaiians obviously, but we do have a few Hawaiians that will be helping us out. So
yeah,
yeah,
excited about that. There's actually I think a Hawaiian hunter that's flying in from the Big Island also to join us. So
cool.
Yeah, that's super sick. So excited. Super excited to meet everybody, even though it feels like we all know each other already. It's just like, oh my God, we finally get to meet.
Yeah, it was like, I hope y'all are comfortable with lots of hugs. And I'm not a squealer. Like, I really don't like do the eat thing, but like that's going to happen. I probably won't be able to help it.
Oh my God, are you kidding? Yes. Too exciting. This is way too exciting.
Really is. Like, I honestly, like when you said you were going on that vacation with your mom and you invited me and my mom, I was like, that sounds really cool. Maybe there's like a 10% chance I can go. It's like, I don't know how we're going to swing this. Like, it's expensive and it's a long flight, and it's so close that like, you know, you can't even get the cheap flights anymore because, you know, we don't have enough time, you know, like you got to book at least 8 weeks in advance to get super cheap flights. So,
Right.
yeah.
And yes, Shu, it will be the first in-person episode of Ladies of the Hunt.
Yes. I kind of want to, like, we definitely are going to stream, like, the volcano part, of course. I kind of want to also stream some, like, hunting just around the city because I'm sure it's gorgeous there, and it'll be really interesting, you know. I mean, we all see the Honolulu map on Anakura's map, but, like, to see what it actually looks like in person, what the hunting grounds are like, I think everyone might be kind of interested in that. So,
yeah. When Makiki Tiki pointed out the yellow vaults, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think about. Literally did that.
Yeah. So, and a bunch of us are bidding on.
Okay,
yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm so excited. Also, you're breaking up just a little, so I don't know.
I was
Hopefully
gonna say, good. Yeah, so are you a little bit. That's strange. Okay.
Okay.
Back on track.
So anyway, yeah, a bunch of us have been bidding on Ethereum flowers in the auction house because, you know, the chief takes a bunch. And Beats, who said on his last podcast that he had a bunch to sell and he was selling them, is outbidding me every time.
Beats has a nasty habit of upbidding stuff on the auction house. But honestly, I'm glad that he does it. Somebody's got to keep the economy alive. But
yeah,
and he's not a moderator, guys. So blame inflation on Beats.
Curse you, Beats.
I'm
just trying to get out of this
kidding,
cheap.
but please. Yeah, let us get our Ethereum and then bid it up.
Yeah, like, I mean, I have no keys other than blue keys left. All of my yellow keys and all of my green keys are in the auction house right now. It's
a terrible feeling.
Yeah. I thought I was going to be buying a shark blueprint. Looks like that's not going to happen.
No. And you just got the fire dragon, so I know you were already kind of down, like, the big key stack.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping that in the Hunter's Lodge, they spill some beans about some resources that I have a ton of, so that I can make some keys back and put some stuff up on the auction house right away. So, hopefully.
I'm sure that'll happen. I'm sure.
Illusion Weaver, whatever is needed for the anniversary event, switch it to all of the Halloween resources because
pumpkin seeds,
of those pumpkin seeds and rags. I want to sell them and I want to get good money for them.
Right?
So please. Yeah.
Well, it was exciting. He did mention in the Discord today that the next event after the anniversary event will be Halloween. So
yeah,
maybe that'll help.
Yeah, it's crazy because, you know, all the other resources from all the other events gradually went up in price as time went by. You know, like, I mean, usually about 6 months after the event is when the prices really go up on all of those resources. That never happened with the Halloween event.
Yeah.
Like hats and stuff and blood and whatever, but like the rags and the seeds, that stuff never got more expensive. People don't even touch that stuff.
I wonder, well, I know it's because obviously they were dropping a lot, and I would guess a lot of people were hunting the Halloween event pretty hard, but yeah. I haven't seen the blueprints for like pumpkin or mummy or any of those.
I bid on them every time.
Oh yeah, okay, good.
Because they're always
I don't see them very often, so I thought maybe like that was why. Like maybe there's not people who like bought the blueprint but don't have the resources to like buy up the extra, if that makes sense. But
I don't know.
I'm likely wrong. I don't know. Who knows what goes on at the auction house? It's like it changes every week. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. She like trading. What was the
Trading
what did
posts. Trading
trading?
shacks.
Is that what they were? Shacks. Yeah,
Trading shacks.
trading shacks. That was an interesting little tidbit.
I'm hoping that means that local hunters can like I can have my boyfriend give me some of his resources, and like I can give him something of mine.
Yeah,
instead of like trying to buy stuff in the auction house, you know?
I totally agree. Because there's value in everything, not just keys. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. That, I mean, there's, so much to look forward to. I'm amped for the Hunter's Lodge.
Me too.
I like just don't know what to expect. What are they going to cover first? First and foremost, QB Air, obviously.
Right.
I want a first class ticket and I want to know how many red keys it's going to take.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm really wishing that promoter role was out prior to QB Air, I guess. But
yeah.
We'll see.
So, did you clear your schedule so that we can stream after Hunter's Lodge? Or is it going to be?
I think it's going to be really tough for me to, unfortunately, just because, Friday nights is a crazy busy night for work. It's like Fridays and Saturdays are the
in a restaurant, of course.
Yeah. So, and there's like and being in management, there's not like it's not like I can get somebody to cover my shift or anything.
Right.
So,
right.
I'm definitely going to try. And I also have a meeting that day, which doesn't make things any easier. But
yeah. Well,
but you're welcome to definitely stream after and chat with the audience, because I know that everybody's really gonna want to like talk about it.
Well, I was thinking, what do you think about me pulling in like a guest co-host, maybe?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Just please not the Brizzler, because I really want to talk to her about her Honduras trip. So I want to save her.
Okay.
But yes,
that's what I was thinking, honestly. But yes, I will save her. Yeah, I'm excited for when she gets back, because I want to talk to her about Honduras too. I'm actually wearing one of my Honduras shirts. Roatan Brewing Company. It's one of the coolest breweries I've ever been to. Ever. Like, this place was like in the middle of the jungle with like beautiful jungle foliage all over the place, and it was like the beer was amazing. So yeah, it was really cool. Anyway, I feel like I need to I need to send Post there some point.
That's I was gonna ask, have you the Brizzler been like in the DMs at all, talking about like what you've done there? And
I save it for the show.
Yeah, this is true. Just wondering, should hit you up for any Rex.
No, and I don't even know if she's going to Roatan. I mean, that's a whole kind of separate trip. I mean, it's 30 miles off the coast, so
okay.
You only go there if you're going there specifically. So who knows where she's.
So where would people? What's the main the large city that's there?
There's a couple. There's La Ceiba, which is
one
of the big ones.
Recall like where she might be staying, like where the home base is while they're there. I don't know.
I honestly don't pay enough attention to the mainland, because the mainland's dangerous, and I honestly don't have too much interest in going to the mainland.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, not that I wouldn't. I totally would, but I just haven't had any draw to go to the mainland. So anyway.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely get her on. I know Coin Demon asked about her earlier. Well, first he said when Leppy.
Right. I would love to have Leppy.
Also, Leppy, if you are in here, we saw all of your chat on the amazing base jumping that you do and
Right?
skydiving. So I think you have plenty to talk about.
Oh my God,
Like
I would
plenty.
love to talk about that.
Yes. I want to see you in a wingsuit. That's so
Yes.
cool.
Oh my God, just come on the show in your wingsuit.
Yes.
How do you not have a wingsuit QB? Like, that would be the best.
That would be so cool. Okay, it's like following our mortal wombat QB. We need a
Yes.
wingsuit QB.
Yes.
Oh my
That'd be
gosh.
super cool.
So yeah, if you ever have a change of heart, Leppy, the invitation is always open. Offer is always on the table.
Most
We wish
definitely.
I'll
I'll even write you a song.
the tables have turned.
That way she won't need to write anything. I can do it, so the pressure is off.
Yeah, no pressure.
Oh, see, even Renee wants Leppy to come on. Okay, now I feel like we're pressuring her. I don't want to pressure her.
I know, I don't want to. No peer pressure, no peer pressure. We just love you, Leppy. We appreciate everything that you do for this community.
Yes.
Speaking of amazing mods.
Yeah.
Should we get into the Discord? Discord?
It was a mess. It was a mess.
What? Oh, I don't even. So, did Squeamy accidentally release that information and then regretted it right away, or how did that happen? How did everybody find this out?
It said that he said that he confirmed it last night. I didn't scroll that far back in the chat to see it, but
it was enough trying to keep up with it live.
Yeah. It was interesting. And honestly, like, I don't want to get political or anything, but it kind of reminded me of, like, when there was, like, a hint of, like people worrying that the U.S. presidential election was stolen, and, like, all of a sudden all this, like, oh my God, this and that and this and that, and it's like, guys, calm down. This is not some big conspiracy.
Yeah. They earned those keys fair and square.
Yeah, and I guess
at least that's my
Weaver said that he had told people, like, at least a year ago, which I don't remember hearing about it.
I think he did tell people that the mods were paid in keys. I think everybody didn't realize that it was a red key a month, which I'll admit, when I first saw that, I was like, "Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot." But then, like, once you kind of think about it and put it
5 yellows a month, or like a yellow a week. That's what I'd do it for.
Yeah, right. I mean, and we all get that now with buddy quests from Titanium Toasters. So
yeah,
they are, everything that we do in this game, like, we are rewarded in some, not everything, okay, but we are rewarded in some way, pretty much everything that we do. So I don't know. And then also too, like, the suggestion of paying in crypto opens up a whole other can of worms, because then you have to start thinking about, like, okay, but then that kind of classifies them as working employees. That brings in, like, a whole tax situation, as you know.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if they cash out, right? So if it stays wherever it stays in Uphold or whatever, then maybe not. But eventually down the road,
if it's in Uphold, it's theirs. So it's if they pull it out of the game. If they leave it in the game, they don't necessarily have to claim it. But if it's in Uphold, they'd have to claim it. Not legal advice, not financial advice. But
and then also, if they were paid crypto in game and, like, the staking comes into play at any point, then there's going to be the whole other discussion of, like, oh, well, they get crypto every month, so their stake is going to be big. Like, there's a lot of things to consider with something like this, and I just think people are kind of seeing it one way, and everybody is seeing it one way and focusing on that thing and zeroing in on it. And I think that it's a much bigger picture that we have to kind of, or a broader scope we need to have in regards to this kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't
and I honestly didn't even think about, the tax situation like you brought up. Go figure. Like, yeah, I
know. You're
mean,
the accountant.
right. I know, like, they could technically be contractors, but still, you have contractors, like, they're in different countries. So
Right.
that's interesting. Like, I know if they were, the US mods would have to, like, get a 1099 for what they received. I don't know how they'd handle it for the other countries. I can see how it would get super messy, once there
Yeah.
were all the countries.
And we're all very aware of how small their team is.
Yeah.
Like, if they were able to, I don't know. I'm not saying that they're not able to pay employees, but I'm just saying, like, if that was the way that they wanted to go about it, they obviously would. But we're seeing things go in the opposite direction, where we see, like, the system vault nerfs, and I hate even calling it a nerf, because it's like, we all kind of saw this coming. Like,
Yeah.
we just, the bigger the game grows, and it's like a plateau. Like, there has to be a happy medium at all stages of the game. And I don't know, the cause and effect of things, just, you really have to take those things into consideration. And they obviously have the big picture. They have all of the information in front of them. Like, they are the most well-suited people to make these decisions. And
Right.
it's also their game to make these decisions. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And
I mean,
it's been happening for the past year, and nobody has been affected by this. Like, yes, I understand, Fire has made his leaderboard runs, and Sweeney has, but those are all really hard earned leaderboard pushes. It's not
right.
from, like, oh, I got a red key this month, so I'm gonna take first on the leaderboard. That's not how it works. Like,
Yeah, and honestly, I've never been outbid by Leppy or Inakura. And I've never seen them on the top of the leaderboards either. So,
I have actually a really funny story that you just reminded me about. So shortly after, Leppy, this is the last time I'll bring up asking you to come on the show, but shortly after asking her to come on the show, that same day, Leppy outbid me on something in the auction house, and I took a screenshot of it, and I was like, thinking in my head, Leppy, haven't you broken my heart enough today? But I didn't send it to her, because I was just like, that's overkill. Okay, just leave it. Yeah. But it cracked me up, because that just brought back that memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not a big deal. Like, everything, I don't know. It's, the auction house is a whole other thing that people say is unfair. And, in every situation, depending on when you started this game, you're going to think something is unfair at some point. Like, for a long time, everybody thought it was unfair that Block Boy was global #1, and he would get red keys every month from being #1. And so that just, made the rich richer, and yada, yada. And it's like, no one's going to, not everybody is going to be happy all the time. You can't satisfy everybody. You can't please everybody. I think the people that are in it for the long haul see that the mods put in an extreme amount of effort, and one red key a month isn't going to break the bank. It's not going to break the auction house. It's not going to break the economy. It hasn't for the past year. So,
right.
I'm going to just.
And honestly, I couldn't think of an alternative. Like, now that you bring up the whole, like, originally I thought the paying them crypto idea was actually a good one, but now that you bring up the whole tax situation, yeah, that's not a good idea. So what else would you give them? I mean, I think giving them their own, like, mod QB would be, like, a really cheap way to go about things. Like, I mean, come on, guys.
I agree.
So, yeah, I don't know what else you would do. There's no other way to compensate them for their time, and they should be compensated. I mean, I've been the mod of a Facebook group before, And let me tell you, holy crap. And there were only 100 people in it. And
Yeah.
it was like, it was out of control sometimes. So,
And as far as I know, like jobs where it requires you to just respond at the drop of the like the drop of a hat, you know, when like somebody just asks moderator, somebody has to be there, right? Like those are salaried positions. So like
yeah.
I don't know.
And creating all the
It's not.
contests that they can't even participate in. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
nobody here is saying that it doesn't give anybody an advantage. Obviously, red keys give people advantages, yes. But like, you can get red keys by selling stuff in the auction house. You can get red keys by referrals. You can get red keys by participating in contests. You like, there's so many ways. And also, we get like 4 yellow keys a month for Buddy Quest, approximately.
Yeah.
So I just think like the only reason everybody's up in arms about it is because they're not getting red keys, and that's just disappointing because as a society, like I really thought like we do have such a great community here, and I don't know, everybody is willing to help each other out. So, and I also agree with IW's perspective that it keeps the keys in the game, and
Right.
if they're using those red keys in the auction house, that means it's going to another player that maybe doesn't have red key worth equivalent.
Right.
And so I don't know, that's
Yeah. And isn't it
that's how
better
I
than if
feel.
they paid them like 1,000 blue keys? We'd really be pissed then,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Then everybody would be really
Yeah.
up in arms about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but I think there's enough players that have been playing and are around, have been around for a long time, that have the key wallet to compete with the mods. So it's not really like, oh, the mods are dominating, you know, and nobody has a chance. It's like, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
None of that is true. So,
And it's not just the mods. K-Hag said that, he did some work for the game and he got paid in keys. So other people, if they show that they have a skill that is helpful for the game, they have the same opportunity. So I mean, I'd be
right.
kind of curious to hear what K-Hag did for those keys, but we all know his mad skills. So,
yeah, he probably did a lot for those
yeah.
keys. I'm sure it wasn't just one task.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly,
actually, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, just the stuff that we've seen him do for the game, minus the stuff that he might have done behind the scenes privately for them, he deserves keys for that. So,
totally. Yeah, I think he has what's the word I'm looking for? A back pay that he's owed. Like,
yeah.
Dang. Anyways, yeah. And was gonna say, like, when K-Hag said that was actually what kind of like turned my thinking around, because at first I was like, yeah, red key kind of does seem like a lot, like on a monthly basis. But then when he said that, I'm like, well, then that's fair. It's not like they're, I don't employing just the people that they choose, and those are the only people that get it. Like, they're distributing the love.
Yeah.
And they're always looking in the community for that talent and recognize it and reward you accordingly for it. So
right. And Kata says, I would love to see the wiki get some key love. So they kind of do. Like, Marlov goes through and looks at everyone's percentage of like participation in like production of the wiki, and he has the referral code on the wiki like alternate through all of us, and based on our percentage of input, we get a certain percentage of time that it's our code. So we get referrals, which work out to be keys. I mean, that's why Marlov has so many freaking referrals, is because the wiki, and he shares it pretty highly with K-Hag, and then the rest of us also get a percentage. Even if you just do a little bit here and there, he still shares some of it with you. So
Yeah. And I think maybe Kata meant like from Titanium Toaster.
yeah.
Would like to see some key left. But that's another great point is that I wanted to like bring up in the Discord today, but it was just too much to put in. It's like, well, this is already like way out there and off. And but that's exactly how it works with the wiki. Like it's all shared and divided amongst all of us. And Marlov doesn't just like hold all of that stuff for himself. Like everything is weighed according to your contributions, and that's how we are paid, is in referrals, which leads to keys. So is that wrong? Like, no, because we're all part of the wiki team and we're all contributing. And, you know, if it's okay in that sense, why is it not okay for Titanium Toaster to do the same? I don't know.
And Illusion Weaver brought it up too with, you know, all of the content creators. He did note that that they need to fix their referral code system. And I agree. And we all know this. And I'm sure they're trying to find a solution, but it's not super high on their list. But I mean, just us having our show and the wiki having the wiki and Zach and Beats and IT Guy, all of us having our thing, like our referral link is in the show description. However, most of the people watching it currently are, you know, already playing the game. So once this game like really blows up, yeah, I mean, we'll get some benefit there. Honestly, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah,
I mean, me neither. No one's clicked on it yet. So
wait, so is it a referral link for both of our accounts?
No, it's just mine because no one's clicked on it, but I can alternate ours. But I mean, honestly,
I'm not worried about it. I thought maybe K-Hag helped with like some coding or something, and I was like, wait, that's cool.
I could ask him about that, honestly. But yeah,
I'd rather
I figured we should have a link somewhere.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I figured it would be rare for someone to click on it. I mean, I've got like, I think a total of maybe like, I've got like 4 pending, which have been there for months. And then I've got like, I think maybe 6 that have actually gone through. So nice. I'm not like swimming in referrals at all.
I have a decent amount. I think I have 30 referrals, like actual referrals. And then pending is like maybe 12, somewhere between like 12 and 15. But the pending is just like they don't go back and click on the link again, or like, again, the referral system is kind of trash right now.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they're not like using that with the mods, because like it just doesn't work. And I'm sure they've already said it's on the roadmap. I'd like to think it's on the roadmap for this year, but you know, again, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not worried about this little stuff. Like, when am I going to get paid? No, it's not like we're all in this for the love of the game. At least I can say that for the 2 of us. So
yeah, exactly.
And all of the mods have said the same. Maybe not Squeamy, but they would do it for free, and they were under the impression it was a volunteer position. So
yeah. So one of the things I did see when I was reading up on that Discord was that Coin Demon and Worm said that, well, Coin Demon said that they were meeting at a pub recently, and so there should be new content coming soon. So I'm excited for that.
Me too.
I love listening to the accents. It's just so good. It's so comforting for some reason.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
They do good production too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
they're nice and long. Like, I like the length because then, you know, I might not even finish their show by the time my walk is over, so there's still some for the next walk. So, I mean, I'd always rather listen to content when I'm walking. I mean, I might not walk as fast because I don't have like my playlist keeping the beat and whatever, but I thoroughly enjoy it. Which today I listened to IT Guy and Posp. Have you listened to that episode yet?
No, and I really was aiming to listen to it before we streamed tonight, because Papa Posp is one of my faves,
Yeah.
obviously, but like
Yeah.
I couldn't squeeze it in. Work has just been crazy this weekend.
Oh my
Was it
God.
amazing? I'm sure it was. Everybody's been saying it was hilarious.
It was a complete mess in the best way. They were
I could
just
kind of
like,
remember like the first one was like where the bathroom breaks came in and stuff.
oh yeah, there
So,
were bathroom breaks.
yes.
There was Posp took a break to hit his bong.
Yeah.
Like they were just drinking. They were barely talking about Coin Hunt, which kind of reminded me of us. Like we just go off on tangents and like just have shit to talk about. So, I was walking with my mom this morning, and I mean we start early, and so when it's early, I don't really want to.
This morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When it's early, I don't really want to talk to my mom. I don't really want to talk to anyone early, but I'm okay with listening. Like when I used to do my zombie key driving, I would just put NPR on and I would just listen to NPR as I drove around. But so it was like 5:36 in the morning, and I start listening to that podcast as I'm walking with my mom, and I just start busting out laughing, and my mom just looks over at me like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "You don't want to know."
And that was the point where he was hitting his bong.
Oh, yeah. All different things.
Okay.
It was great. Yeah.
That's going to be what I'm doing after this. So
yeah. It was definitely good. It was definitely entertaining. Though it also kind of reminded me, like, it was interesting because I know IT guys a bit younger than us, and I could kind of hear it in them. Like, I didn't know that Posp was younger, but I get the sense that he is too. And it's interesting because, like, so many of us that, you know, do our content, whatever, and just the players in general are like, we're like mid-30s. Some of us are even in their mid-40s. Like, I know my boyfriend is, and like I've seen some people in the Discord talking about, you know, they're in their 40s and up. Mm-hmm. There's definitely people older than that, but like a lot of us are mature and like, you know, not your typical gamer age, and yet we've got our typical gamers too, and so that's just like, it's just entertaining. So they were complaining about drinking ages in different places, and I'm like, oh. Like, whatever.
I don't worry about that in so long.
I know. It's like, when was the last time I had to think about a drinking age? Let's
right?
talk about it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, well, so, I know you probably still get carded at the store, so it's okay. We can.
Yeah, but so does my boyfriend. My boyfriend does, and his hair is like gray, so they just card everyone.
Yeah, it's not even trying to make you feel special anymore.
No. So anyway,
yeah, this community is, I mean, as we say all the time, so fun and so, just a mix of all different people and ages and backgrounds, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
We're all in it for the cubies, not the crypto.
Right.
You're lying to yourself if you're not in it for the cubies.
Yeah. And then there's like Beats that's just crypto and trivia. And like there's some of the people that are in it for the trivia. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
Rubik's.
Yeah.
But Beats is up there on the QB collector leaderboard too, so don't let him fool you.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Well, let's get into how our walking quests went this week and hunting this week. How was it for you?
5 times this week.
Yes! That's 2 weeks in a row, baby!
Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself.
Nice.
So, yeah, now that like I'm trying to buy all of these freaking Ethereum flowers, like I wish I had walked more. But God, it was so hot. I mean, I think it was 109 one day. We literally have had excessive heat warnings every day, and our humidity has been up too. So like, it was the craziest thing.
For real?
Friday was weird. So we haven't had rain since probably the last time I said we had rain on the podcast. Like in the summers, we don't have rain. It just does not rain at all. Like my backyard has just been blowing dust like the ground, like the grass has all died, and the ground is slowly just disintegrating into dust and then just blowing in the house and covering everything with like a thick layer of dust. It's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we weren't expecting rain. You don't check the forecast for rain in Oklahoma in the summer. You only check for temperature, but you never check for rain.
Yeah.
And so my boyfriend's boys, they're with us 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and so they weren't with us for the 4th of July. So they joined us on Friday. And we were like, well, why don't we like grill some burgers and whatever? We haven't grilled all summer. We're like, let's just do some grilling. You know, usually we don't get the grill out because like when we make food at home, it's usually just when my boyfriend and I are home, and why like heat up the grill and everything for 2 people.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
Yeah, so we thawed the meat, we got all the stuff, we did all the shopping. And as we're driving home from the grocery store, we start to see clouds, and I'm like, what the hell are there clouds doing here? And then I look on the radar, like, and I can see this big storm coming on the radar, but also it says we only have like a 15% chance of rain. So I'm like, oh, well, maybe we'll get some sprinkles and it'll pass. So it freaking downpoured, like torrential downpour. Like you could not see your hand in front of your face, torrential downpour for like an hour. Yeah.
What the heck?
It was crazy. It was crazy. And of course, that happened right at dinner time.
Sure. Right after you broke the grill out.
Yeah.
Everything was nice and thawed out.
Right. So we had to roll the grill over to the covered patio. We have like 2 patios. One is uncovered, one is covered. So we moved the grill over.
I love Oklahoma. We have 2 patios.
Well, yeah. I mean, in Oklahoma, you have to have a covered patio if you want to enjoy the outside, or because you can't get the like umbrellas because they'll just blow away because our wind is so strong.
Yeah.
So,
makes sense.
Yeah.
I've heard about the wind.
Yeah. Sometimes it blows in circles, you know. But so we get all the stuff out, we move the grill over, then we pull my boyfriend's about to like make the patties, and he's like, all this hamburger is like freezer burnt. I'm like, oh God. It's like, okay, do you want me to just run to Aldi's really quick and I'll just pick up some patties? And he's like, yeah. And it like the rain started like coming down as I'm in the car going to Aldi's. And so I get out of the car. That's when it starts like downpouring. Yeah. Obviously I don't have an umbrella. Like
wasn't expecting that.
No, and so I get into the grocery store drenched. I get the meat. I leave with just like Aldi's doesn't have bags. I don't know if you guys have Aldi's out there, but
yeah,
they don't have bags. So I'm just holding the burgers in my hand and I'm running back to the car. And like where I had parked was dry. Like the ground was dry. But when I got back to the car, it was 1.5 foot deep puddle.
Holy shit.
I was in there for like 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
But like that's how dry the ground has been. Like it doesn't soak in when it starts to rain.
Yeah.
It just flash floods. So
that's a big problem we have in California, because when it does rain, sometimes it pours.
Yeah.
It does no good.
Right. So I get back, we put the burgers on the grill. As soon as we're done making dinner, the sun comes out. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Mother Nature just didn't want you to grill or have a good time.
I mean, we still grilled and we still had, a good dinner and whatever. But it was like, how does this happen? Like, there was no way to know this was coming. And
what impeccable timing.
Yeah. But storms like that do bring one thing that I absolutely love. My favorite smell ever. Do you know?
Fresh paint or the asphalt?
it's called petrichor. It's like that smell. So anyone who lives in a place that's normally a desert knows this smell. Like when it first starts raining after it's been dry for a long time. The smell is called petrichor.
I didn't know that was the word for it.
Yeah, and it stands like it loosely translates into petrified ichor. So there's actually like a moss or fungus or something like that on the ground that it dries out and it kind of like hibernates while it's dried out. And when it gets wet, it releases that smell. That it's a chemical it releases. And it's such a strong smell. You can smell it like the tiniest parts per million from like miles away.
Yeah.
So you can smell the rain coming before it gets there. And it is like my favorite smell in the world. And that smell did not exist in Rhode Island. Like I never noticed it until like I visited my dad when he lived in Phoenix, and then I noticed it here. But like that smell never existed in Rhode Island because nothing ever dried out. There was never any kind of drought or anything like that there to make that smell. So I just discovered it when I became like an adult, and I was like, oh my God, this is the best smell ever.
I know exactly what smell you're talking about, and I totally agree. Because Marvin's house and I are always like, we'll walk outside if it's gonna rain that day, and we're like, it smells like rain.
Yeah.
Like we can smell it before it comes because it's you can just for that reason. I didn't know that was the term petrichor.
Yep. And that right? Smell petrichor. Yeah, petrified ichor. Petrichor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
sounds like a Harry Potter spell or something.
It does. But the reason you're smelling it is because it's already raining somewhere else, and some ichor somewhere got wet and decided to release its chemical, and it just the tiniest bit you can smell. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's so cool. Well, I learned something new today.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that when I discover something new, I have to like thoroughly research it. So when I discovered the smell as an adult, I went down like a wiki rabbit hole to figure out what the smell was. So that's why I know all the things about it.
That's amazing. That is, yeah. Well, wow. Good thing that wasn't on a walking day, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Like just out of the blue.
I think I did walk that day. Did I walk that day? No, maybe I didn't walk that day. But it was at night anyway. I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You'd think a storm like that coming in would make the temperature lower after the storm, which it did. Well, it did. Our high yesterday was only like 103. So it did bring the temperature down like to like 110, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It helped.
But the humidity. So that's what so normally our humidity is around like 40%.
Okay. So
since that storm. Yeah, since that storm our humidity's been up around 75 to 80. It's been
Florida.
Sticky. Oh, it's bad. It'll go away soon, but man, it's been bad.
Yeah. It's been like that here too. It's been really humid and a little strange weather too. Like randomly yesterday it was kind of cold and gloomy and overcast, and then like the sun came out and it was super humid, and I'm like, I can't keep up. Please stop doing this.
Your weather's not supposed to change.
I know. I don't know. We're at global warming, y'all.
Yeah.
But I can't complain because it's still very
nice.
Mild and 70 to 80 degrees. So it's
right.
Not triple digits. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. So how did your 4th of July thing go? Did you get a lot of stuffs?
Yeah, actually, yes. So I think last podcast, I had got the blueprint on the way home right before we streamed. Great. I ended up banking just over 3,000 footballs, which felt like an accomplishment. And I was hitting system vaults like it was nothing. It was actually really empowering and freeing that it was like, okay, great. We don't have to worry about just the 2 cents of crypto. I feel like it's very worth it for the resources.
Right.
So, we were just hitting stuff left and right. And yeah, it was great. So that many footballs, meaning the what's the other
Like
resource?
the cowboy hats.
The cowboy hats, yeah.
So like three times
yeah,
that
so
in
like
cowboy
three
hats.
times. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I got about the same.
How
I
about
honestly
you?
missed one entire round of it though.
That night?
So no, I went out.
Or...
I went out that night.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
I actually took Brewski with me, and I
Oh,
I discovered that apparently he's not afraid of fireworks when he is in the car.
oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's crazy, and maybe it's because he doesn't have a territory he's protecting or something. But like
Maybe. Is he
we,
distracted by them at all in the car?
he notices them, but
Yeah.
I mean he's mildly concerned, but he doesn't bark. He doesn't like lose his mind. He's just like, oh, what is that? You know?
Oh my God, he's like a literal baby. He just needs a car ride.
Yeah. And so
Love him.
that was great because like I mean we drove right next to someone shooting off fireworks and it didn't bother him.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so that
awesome.
helped calm him down a little bit. So I did that reset, and then of course fireworks were going off all night long.
Yeah.
So we put music on. I mean, we probably stayed up till about 1:30, just like blasting heavy metal in the bedroom. I think we chose Mudvayne for that night. And he was laying in bed with me, which normally my boyfriend doesn't like the dogs in the bed, but we've got a special blanket that if we put it over our blanket, the dogs are allowed up on the bed. So he was laying with me, and then around 2:30, we turned the music off so we could go to sleep. Around 2:30, so like an hour of sleep, someone decides to start shooting fireworks off again. And they went till about 4. So I got about an
imagine
hour
these people are not sober, so that sounds so safe.
Right. Yeah. I got an hour of sleep. I had to get up at like 5 to go walking with my mom. That was not very fun, but we did it. It happened. And so then we got done. I was exhausted, right?
Yeah.
So I decided to like I sat around for a little bit trying to figure out, okay, do I just go back to bed? And I'm like, I can't go back to bed. So I just decided to like do some stuff around the house. And then I start to be super exhausted. It's like midday, right?
Yeah.
And so like I decided to like channel my inner summer QB. And like I pulled the hammock out and I put it right in the sun. And I stripped my clothes off. I laid in the hammock and I tried to fall asleep and I couldn't. But I laid out in the sun for like an hour getting nice and pink everywhere. Just like the summer cutie. Yeah. And Jinx. So, yeah.
You owe me a cutie.
I'll help you get the Tiki Chief. How's that?
Fair enough. Let's do it.
So then, like, all right. So then I'm like, okay, well, I can't sleep, so I'm gonna go do other stuff. And as I'm doing other stuff, I start to like fall asleep. So I tried taking a nap again, and I couldn't sleep. And it's like it was just miserable. So, and then that night, fireworks went off like crazy. So,
oh jeez.
Yeah, it was a thing. But whatever.
4th of July weekend.
I freaking hate it. I hate it. But I did feel like a summer QB and it was fun. It was cool. I even had like a little limeade with me.
I was just gonna ask if you had your limeade.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
we're
really gonna
the
be
inner
channeling.
tube, though.
Oh, well, we can arrange that. I can get one of those little inner tubes for you. Amazon Prime, baby.
Right.
But I was going to say, we'll really be channeling our inner summer QBs in 30 days.
Yes.
Cannot wait.
I'm going to have
to buy new bathing
suit. Oh, I was thinking about that. I don't even know if I'm going to bring a bathing suit because I don't know that we're like the days we're hunting, I don't know that we're gonna have time or location to really go swimming.
We'll
And if we
definitely
do,
have location, but
well, yeah.
yeah, time, I'm not sure either. I was thinking about just like wearing it underneath whatever we're gonna hike in.
Yeah, I'm
Hi,
definitely
babe.
not layering. I'm gonna wear as little clothing as
Yeah,
possible while still being like somewhat covered.
covered. Yeah.
Yeah, and my suits, like, I like the little skirt ones, like not
Oh,
the
cute.
weird like tankinis, but like the halter dresses.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I couldn't wear that under anything.
yeah. That wouldn't work.
I could wear it
It
as my
would be too
clothes.
much fabric.
Yeah, but anyway. So I might not bring a bathing suit. If we decide to like go to the beach or something, I can just like go in the water in whatever I'm wearing and then change into my next day's clothes or whatever. No
For
big
sure.
deal. So,
I would say definitely bring a bathing suit though. You just never know in Hawaii. Like
yeah.
dips are very common where you just like throw your sandals off, walk 10 feet to the water because the water is so warm, but it's still refreshing when you get out.
I don't even have to throw my sandals off. Those are my
This is true. Yes,
grounded
that's
water
right.
sandals.
That's right.
No, Marvin's house. I do not own a bikini. I might have lost
What?
some
No.
weight, but I don't. I'm not a bikini person. It's not after Chief we
He
swim.
said after Chief we swim.
Yeah. Well, you'll
after Chief we eat.
right.
Priority numero uno.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we go swimming, I've got like, I mean, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. I also like can't go super like I won't be able to get my hair wet because then I'll just have like red water running down me.
People are gonna really think it's a shark attack, and we don't need that right now.
I've already booked my haircut before the trip, nice. So I'll be ready.
Sick.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited. That's gonna be fun.
Yes. So.
Wouldn't it be cool if Cuckoo Puffs could join us?
Oh, that would be like, awesome.
Yeah. Hey, your sister's out here anyway. Why don't you just make a little like quick family vacay? Pop over to the island really quick. Your family misses you.
Right. And your coin hunt family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, wait. So going back to our interesting things that we saw on our hunts, there's two things that haven't been addressed yet that I have big question marks about.
Yeah, I figured you would. So
circle back really quick.
Yeah. So yesterday's walk, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday's walk. I think the rain, that storm kind of stirred up the wildlife in the area.
Nobody expected it. Even the animals.
Right, even the animals. So I happened on yesterday's walk to get chased by two different kinds of animals.
What? See, I thought it was the reverse, that maybe you were chasing the animals.
No, the animals were chasing
totally
me.
Never to figure out. Wait, were one of them geese?
No, actually, surprisingly, because usually geese do chase you. But I do want you to try to guess what kind of animals, which is why I didn't put what kind of animals there were in our notes.
Well, dear God, I hope it wasn't I hope it wasn't a beaver, now that I know how large they are.
No, it wasn't a beaver. Smaller than a beaver.
Okay. Smaller than a beaver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But way more terrifying.
Way more terrifying. Possums?
No, possums aren't terrifying.
They're kind of terrifying if they're chasing you.
I guess that's true.
Dang, those are my two best guesses. Well, three with the geese. Let's see, what other animals do you have out there? What's the other dead animal that you saw?
What is the size of a possum but way scarier?
Is a possible way scarier.
They come. They're two colors on one animal. They're very monochromatic, though. They're cow colors. No, not a porcupine, Kata, but I have seen a porcupine here.
See, my mind's going to zebra now because I'm like, oh, what's two colors? It's not smaller than.
I was chased by a mini zebra.
Oh, a raccoon.
No, not a raccoon, actually.
Oh, dang! Sorry, Jivone. I was stealing your. I was stealing your guess, Jivone.
Also, not a tiger.
Says tiger.
Yes, Kata got it. Skunk.
Ew! Ah! No! I should have known. We were just talking about them last week.
But wait. Not one. Not two.
Oh my god.
3 skunks.
What the heck? What'd you do to them?
Nothing.
What's their problem, man?
So, honestly, I think these were rabid. Which is bad, obviously, but so I was walking on the walking path and I see this fuzzy little movement and there's lots of people on the walking path, right? Lots of them.
Okay.
And they're all avoiding this thing, right? And I get closer and I realize it's 3 skunks running together in a cluster and they're kind of just zigzagging all over the place.
They're just terrorizing people on the walking path.
Yes.
Like a bunch of typhoons.
So I get close and they're off to my right. And so I am all the way as far left as I can. I'm even off the path, like trying to avoid them. And as soon as I pass like around where they're at, I turn and look and they're heading for me. Like they're galloping and I can see their little teeth. And so I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure they were rabid. And they're just running in a cluster at me, and I'm like, oh my god, all right.
Oh my god. And then that is so terrifying.
I got lucky that at that point, there was another couple on the walking path behind me, and so once they got close enough. Well, once they got close enough, the skunks kind of turned and started going after them. And I just kept going and I did not look back.
Oh my god. I wish, oh my god, sometimes I seriously wish you had a GoPro strap to you.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh my god.
I mean, honestly, most of my walks are pretty boring, but sometimes really crazy shit happens. When anything happens, it's crazy.
I'm just picturing everybody on the walking path scattering.
Yes.
Run! And they're I imagine the small creatures, bigger than a squirrel, but terrifying.
They're like
absolutely
cat-sized.
Terrifying. Okay, yeah. That's what I would picture.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They were super cute.
Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your dogs.
Yep.
I can't. That is hilarious. Now, do you know if they ended up getting anybody?
I never looked back.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
But
woof.
Those are not the only animals that chased me that day.
Yeah. Please elaborate.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you guess again.
I hope this person wasn't affected by the skunks either.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you guess again. This time we're going closer to the water.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit bigger. And we have a QB for this already.
Okay. A seal?
No. There's no seals in Oklahoma.
I don't know. Wait, okay, is it not a water creature or it is?
It is. But not not in the sea.
A turtle?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, a turtle.
Yes. But this one was a snapping turtle. And it was huge. Huge. Like,
wait.
I'm trying to think.
Chasing you?
Yes. I mean, slowly, very slowly, but
It was
snapping
snappy.
turtles aren't super slow. They're slow, but they can still move, you know.
They have
and I
4
want to say,
legs.
yeah, and like, okay, so his tail was at least a foot long, to give you an idea how big
Wait.
this guy was.
What?
Yeah,
Their tails can grow that long?
he was probably like that big. He was like, I want to say like a foot and a half in
been around.
diameter.
Holy smokes.
He was huge.
Wait, I'm Googling a full-size snapping turtle because I need to see this tail. Ooh. Ooh, they're spiky guys, too.
Yes.
Oh, God, they got scary-looking faces.
Uh-huh.
Ow. That looks like it would hurt.
Uh-huh. Not that I've actually been attacked by one. Luckily, I avoided it this
you
time.
made it out unscathed. Yeah.
But yeah, this guy was very, very large.
This was on your walk?
Yes.
Oh my God, so they're like around.
There's tons and tons and tons of turtles all over. Like,
well, hey, I feel less bad guessing that it was seal out of the first go because Shu and Kata both said shark.
That's great.
Corgia was fully chased by a shark.
Yeah, I don't go swimming on my walks.
Sharknado! Oh my God.
But yeah,
still, what the heck?
So there's turtles everywhere. Most of them are a lot smaller. Most of them are like dinner plate size, and you can like see them hanging out in the water. You know, because like a lot of the path goes right alongside the water, and so you can see them lounging on rocks and whatever. And like at one point, I think I told you I saw one squished in the road. Like that happens.
Yeah.
Those Midwest sharks. Yeah.
And seals.
Yeah, and seals. But so this guy was right in the middle of the walking path. He almost took up the whole thing. He was that big.
Oh my God.
And he was pointed, like, so the water was on my right, so he was pointed away from the water, like he was crossing it. And so I gave him a really wide berth, because wherever they are, like, they don't walk very fast, but his head was all the way in his shell, and they can extend their necks pretty long and get you. So, like, I went way out of his reach. And I was moving pretty quickly.
Keeping those ankles protected.
Yeah. So I did manage to get pretty easily away from that guy. And then I turn around and I did pay attention to what happened with this one because I was kind of curious. There were lots of people and there were bikers everywhere. We have a ton of like bikers that are like, I want to say they're pros, but like they wear like their racing outfits and their speed helmets and like they've got like their skin tight, all the things and whatever.
Like they look like they're headed doing the Tour de France.
Yeah. And you'll get passed by one of those like every 2 minutes on your walk because it's a like prime location for them to be biking. So, I'm walking this way.
An incline.
Oh yeah, there's lots of good stuff. Yeah. So I'm walking this way. One of those guys bikes past me. Or no, he bikes past me going the same direction as I am. He stops. Mm-hmm. He starts walking his bike backwards. So then I look to see what he's doing. And he's got his bike right next to the turtle on the tail end of the turtle. And he is leaning over the bike with his water bottle in his hand, like shaking his water bottle at the turtle to try and get it to move.
Oh my God.
Trying to scare it off the path because he's covering up most of the path and there's like, it's a Saturday morning, so there's tons of people on the path. And he was way too big for anyone to pick up. Plus, no one wanted to get bitten by the guy. So, so this guy's like just shaking his water bottle at it and blocking himself from the turtle with his bike. And I'm like, Yeah, I
This
just
is a
kept walking.
bad.
I
A
watched as
recipe
far
for
as I could
disaster.
see him, and then I just figured he wasn't going to get anywhere. Just kept going.
That was probably a good call.
Yeah.
I'm sure he still has his ankles.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got chased by 2 different kinds of animals, but a total of 4 animals on one walk. And that was just in like the
Holy.
first half an hour.
Wait, this was the same walk?
The same walk. Yeah, it was after the storm.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. The morning after the storm, I'm sure it's, startled everything. Maybe that guy, that turtle, like followed the floodwaters up, and then the floodwaters receded, and then like he got stranded there or something. I don't know. Because he was on the wrong side of the fence.
Yeah, like, buddy, you're not supposed to be over here.
Yeah. Harris, I couldn't just grab it by the tail. He probably weighed, I would guess, at least 60, 70 pounds.
Well, you could grab that by the tail. But I'm guessing if his tail is a foot long and he's like this big, those shells are heavy.
Yeah, he maybe he weighed
Gotta
a
be
lot
more than that.
I was just comparing to my pit bull, so yeah, he probably weighs more than that.
Oh yeah.
I would throw a smaller one off the road. I would. This guy was big, and he was covered in algae. We've had like one of those blue-green algae blooms lately.
Yeah.
So that algae has like that really, like that stuff will like rot your brain if you go swimming in it, But it also makes him super slippery. So like if I tried to grab his tail and throw him off the road, I'd probably like lose it. And no.
It's too risky.
Way too risky. Way too risky.
Oh, really? Okay. So Harris says 80 pounds max. Damn. I always thought they were like huge.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. I've never picked one up that's that big. I've picked up a tortoise that's that big, but they're completely different creatures. So I have no clue. I think a snapping turtle shell is a lot thicker than a tortoise, but also I really don't know.
It really does look like it in this picture because never mind. I have thoughts. They don't look as friendly as tortoises.
Harris says not financial advice. Yeah, you don't want to pay my medical bills.
How does that? I ain't touching one.
So both of these animals were really scary, which is why I actually was like running away from them.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Don't blame you.
Yeah.
No, wouldn't be sticking around for any of that.
Yeah.
So what about the second thing?
Oh, okay. So I have on our notes.
That I thought had something to do with the turtles, and I was like, man, I hope this guy's okay.
Yeah, no, so the second thing in our notes is man with stroller. So, okay, this is the same exact walk.
My God.
It is
what an adventurous day.
I know. It was towards the end of the walk. This guy was just interesting. Nothing crazy. But, okay, so imagine this dude. He looks like your typical older, like, biker dude, right? Like, big, scraggly beard, tatted up everywhere, like, mean-looking face, like, kind of jacked, right?
Yeah.
He's got a cowboy hat on, which is already weird.
He was handlebar mustache.
No, he didn't have the handlebar mustache. Like, physically, he was completely, like, Harley dude. But the cowboy hat was a little different. He was wearing a tank top, like a thin, like maybe like a weightlifter tank top or something. Not like a wife beater or whatever, but like,
like a muscle tee.
Yeah. He had sneakers with like socks halfway up his calves, like like a dad.
Yeah.
And he was pushing one of those. It wasn't really a stroller. It was like one of those little. You know how people, like, when you're riding a bike, you can have the little tented carts that you put your dog in attached to the bike. So this was a stroller version of that. So it was like a little tented cart that he was pushing in front of him as he was walking.
Okay, yeah.
and in it was a Scottish Terrier. This guy
Kidding me?
was so out of the box. He did not fit a single label, yet he fit every label. And I love people like that. I love people that just like are so unique and you would never expect to see them. He was a biker dude with a cowboy hat and a Scottish Terrier in a stroller. Like
and like dad sneakers.
Dad socks. Yeah.
I love that for you, bud. Like oh my God.
I almost wanted to take a picture of him, but I didn't want to be rude, and he was kind of scary.
I feel like you're either a very kind human being or not very kind. Yeah. I don't want to find out.
Yeah, and honestly, like, all I could think of when I saw this dude was California struck again. Like, I felt like this guy had to have come from California because he did not look like an Okie. He was so out of the box.
He kind of sounds like one of like the locals that you'd find in Venice Beach. So you're spot on there.
Yeah. And I mean, it's quite likely because honestly, we've had a lot of people moving from California lately, buying up all of our super cheap properties and whatever. So, he was really interesting. Really, really interesting dude. So yes, Saturday was a very, very interesting day for me on my walk.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank God one of us has the interesting stories for our walks. Mine's boring. It's just with the dogs. It's the usual neighborhood stuff.
Hey, I mean, you got famous people in your stories. There's no one famous here, so.
I don't know. That guy is probably one step away from being famous.
Yeah. I bet he could have his own reality show or something.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Cowboy hats are, I don't know, usually a sign of something.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's retired from like Sons of Anarchy or something.
Oh my God. Incredible.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, that just validates my opinion more though that I need a stroller for Marvin.
Yes, completely.
I gotta do that soon.
Oh, on that same walk, so I didn't have any podcasts to listen to, so I was listening to our walking playlist, which, plug, if you haven't yet checked out our walking playlist on Spotify, you should. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
So a song came on. The song Daft Punk is Playing at My House by LCD Sound System.
Yeah.
I honestly had never heard that song before.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but...
And I also don't really know LCD Sound System, at all. Like, I had heard of them, but, like, I couldn't have even told you what type of music they made.
Yeah.
And I heard this song, and all I could think of is, like, this sounds exactly like Christopher Walken.
Does it?
Like, the guy... I don't know if I want to call it singing, but the guy singing that song.
Singing that chorus.
He sounds exactly like Christopher Walken. And I'm just
I
like...
can't call his voice off the top of my head, so I'd have to go listen.
Yeah, you should. But it was weird because as I was listening to that, all I could picture was there was that Fatboy Slim music video that Christopher Walken was in.
Yeah.
Was it Weapon of Choice or something like that? And I'm like I'm visualizing Christopher Walken in that music video, but hearing this song and like picturing him singing it. And I'm like, this is so
Your
weird.
mind's like going in circles.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, brain. Focus.
Yeah. Yeah, so you should definitely check that out and think Christopher Walken, and you'll hear it right away.
Oh my God, interesting.
Yeah. And I don't know if he sounds like that in all of his songs. Like, that's the only song of theirs I've heard. And I almost wondered for a second if maybe LCD Sound System was like a celebrity band and it was Christopher Walken, and Christopher Walken had this band I didn't know about. But that's not
maybe. Is it not?
I looked it up.
Okay.
It's not.
I'm like, that could be, I don't know, you never know with you never know, right?
Right. But yeah, no, I wanted to make sure first, so.
Dang, now I need to. Why can't I can't recall his voice right now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look or listen after this.
Yeah.
You're probably spot on.
Speaking of things, listening, watching, did you check out Melanie Martinez?
No, I know I fell asleep like pretty much right away after her pod last
Oh,
weekend,
okay.
and so yeah, I didn't end up watching it after.
Did you
Um,
watch Ali G in the House?
no, I suck.
What? I
I
even
know I
watched
didn't
that.
do my homework this week. Sorry. I get
Yeah,
enough. I get
my
enough this week.
I grabbed some gummies and chilled out to Ali G in the house that not that night,
Did
the
you?
night after.
Good. I'm so glad. Dang it. We should just like watch party it like on can we do that on YouTube?
I I don't
I
know.
know you can do it on Discord, but I don't know if the community channel would let us do something like that.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I also like for the Melanie Martinez movie, I honestly don't remember how you can watch that. You're probably gonna have to search it. It might be you
Might
might
be
only be
YouTube,
able to
right?
find it on YouTube.
Yeah. I have YouTube like on my the TV, so
Oh yeah.
that's not a problem.
Yeah.
But now I forgot about Ali G too. Dang it.
Yeah. Hey, I did
Well,
my
where's
homework.
Pause for that bong? Let's go. Let's go watch this Pause.
I did
Oh
my
my
homework. I found a Big Sandy song and a 311 song for the playlist.
Perfect.
Yeah. So for the 311 fans out there, my boyfriend actually found this for me. Like I was saying to him, I was like, hey, I need a good 311 song for the walking playlist. And he's like, what about Don't Stay Home? And I was like, oh my God, that's perfect.
Oh, what song? I can't remember that song, or I can't recall it.
Well, I can't
Damn
sing, so you'll have to listen to
it.
it.
But I might rope you in.
Nope.
Okay, that's perfect. Don't stay
Yeah.
home. Go get keys. Go get your walking goals in. It's definitely not 311 right there, but
Speaking of 311, if there's any big 311 fans out there, and including you as well, Mama, my boyfriend and I are on the waiting list to go on the 311 cruise in March.
super excited.
I really want to go. Yeah, I'm hoping we can actually get a spot because it sells out every year. It's March, like, I want to say it's like 8th to the 13th or something.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be their very last one. It's
What?
rumored to be it because they think Peanut might be taking a hiatus from the band.
What?
Yeah, so it's a 5-day cruise. It goes to Roatan and it goes to Belize. It leaves out of Miami, and it's only like $1,000 a person. And
All
if you,
in?
for the cruise, yeah. I mean, if you have to fly there, if you have to fly to Miami,
Which
that's
is for Miami. Yeah, it's like a
but you
cheap
can
one.
also bunk up with people. So, like, you can 4 up in a room, which you don't spend any time in the room anyway. And it's like
Right.
$700 a person.
Okay, so I've never booked a cruise before. So it's essentially like you book your ticket on the cruise and then you book rooms
So,
separately, or how
no,
does that work?
no. So, I honestly, so this is through a company called Six Man, which like they do all of these themed cruises and whatever. But when you book a cruise, like you pick, what ship, what day, like what cruise you want to go on, and you're booking your room as your ticket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I don't know exactly how Six Man does it.
Okay, so you have your options of like two bunk with two other
Yeah.
people, or to have like your own
So
room.
with Six Man, you have like a lead person. Like every single person that goes on the cruise has to create a Six Man profile, apparently.
Okay.
And
Okay.
one of the people that is going to be in your party can make themselves like a lead organizer.
Okay.
And so they can assign like all of like who's going to be where and whatever. So you just have to like, sign up with Six Man and then, someone can manage the thing. So,
Got it.
my boyfriend and I said that we are totally up for bunkers if anyone wants to, like, join us. So the way it works in a normal stateroom, like the cheapest one, the inside one, which as long as you're not picky, like no one ever spends much time in the room anyway. So does it make sense to go all out for a balcony or whatever? But it's like a 200 square foot room. Standardly they have like 2 twin beds, but if like you're a couple, they'll press them together. And then over the top there are bunks that fold down off the wall. So there's 2 more twins that fold down off the wall. So you could have 4 people, but you definitely couldn't have more than 4. Yeah. So, and it's like a 5-day long, like nonstop concerts. There's usually about 20 bands that join in.
March 8th to the 13th, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right around Martin's house birthday.
Oh, yeah? That would be cool.
That would be.
There's a Facebook group that's dedicated to this. They talk all about like what it's normally like. There's like promo videos you can see on there, and like people talk about like what they've done in the past. They give recommendations, whatever. People bring all the fun things. So like the fun things happen on the boat, and there's like not a lot of kids. There's not a lot of old people. So people yeah, people smuggle their stuff onto the ship. Yeah.
Okay. That's like, by fun things, what exactly are we talking about? like karaoke machines or weed? Cool.
So honestly, I've never been on a cruise that was just a bunch of people my age. I can only imagine how cool that would be. Especially like fans of 311 are like going to be so chill and fun.
Wait, I thought you had done this cruise before. Have you not done this cruise before?
No, I haven't done this cruise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I've done lots of other cruises.
But you guys already bought your tickets and stuff, right?
Well, no, we're on the list to buy tickets. So no one has bought tickets yet.
Last week or the week before. Yeah. So you're on the waiting list hoping that you can squeeze in.
They haven't released tickets yet. So you go on, you create a 6-man profile, and you say you want to join the presale. And joining the presale doesn't require you to actually book the cruise. So I highly recommend, if you're at all interested, go and join the presale. And then they will tell you when your booking dates are at some point. Like, we haven't even received our booking dates yet, but they go in order. So if you were on the cruise in 2019, you get first dibs. If you weren't on in 2019, but you were on before that, then you get second dibs. And then if you're a newbie, you get last pick. But I think even for newbies, they go in order of signed up for the presale.
Got it.
But they just released it like the beginning of the month. So definitely, if you're interested, go sign up soon. I think it'd be a freaking blast. And it goes to like my favorite island in the world, this place, Roatan. Granted, it only goes there for a very short time, but whatever. And it's a super small boat, which is interesting. Like, it would be the smallest boat I'd ever been on for a cruise. Anyway, I've been on like small sailboats and stuff, but
leading me to this website was a bad idea. They have an Emo's Not Dead cruise that goes to Mexico.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. They also have like there's like all different kinds of cruises. They even have like a Jillian Michaels cruise, and they've got like a Impractical Jokers cruise. There's like country music cruises. There's like, if you're like a big fan of Train has their own cruise. And I do kind of love Train, but not Crazy Train, different Train.
Right. Train. Just Train.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hit it. 311 Caribbean Cruise. Yeah. Well, it doesn't hurt to join the pre-sale, no?
Right. And if you think you and Marvin's house would want to go, he would also have to create an account too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so I couldn't get tickets for like pre-sale for the both of us?
You can sign up as like the lead person if you want to be the person that buys the tickets for the both of you, but every single person would be going has to create an account.
Cool. Oh, that's safe. That makes me feel like that makes it feel a little more secure.
Yeah, I think they do that so that way they can get a good sense of numbers and they can,
Right.
limit it appropriately.
Yeah.
If anyone is interested and needs a link, just send me a DM and I can shoot you the email that has like the link to sign up if you want to go. I think it'd be so cool if
Or
we had a
it's
bunch of
literally
hunters.
311cruise.com/presale/.
Yeah, that too.
I'm on it right now. It's very
Yeah,
short.
yeah. So
That
I'm,
is going to be so.
yeah, I'm super excited. I think I've convinced him. Now, it is the worst timing for me because like the worst part of tax season is like the end of January, and then the second worst part of tax season is March. Those are the busiest times, and this happening in the beginning of March is bad, but I don't care because I still want to go, like especially if this is the last one. And they're
Yeah.
always in March because they do it usually around 311 day.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's no way I could go and wait till they're doing a better time of the year for me. So
Yeah.
also
Now or
I
never, baby.
K Hag brought to my attention that Cuckoo Puffs said the Coin Hunt World Fest might be the end of January. So
Yeah. Around the Chinese New
uh,
Year event.
yeah. I think he said something
Yeah.
about like doing them at the same time would make it easier on the
Would it
developers.
though? I don't know if it necessarily would.
Yeah, I don't know why the
I
developers
like
really have to do much. Like, I get that you want to have something in the game, but you still have to do additional things. So,
right.
what?
And like
Why?
if the QB to enter is gonna be a thing, like wouldn't it be so cool to have like the CHW Fest in the QB verse while it's happening?
Right.
Like in that area? That was
Yeah.
kind of how I was picturing it. So
Kind of like the Tiki Chief thing, like a monument kind of
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
it doesn't make sense. Like, I want to hang out at Coin Hunt Fest and like watch all the presenters and whatever. I don't want like,
I don't
but
want to go
like,
hunting.
right. I mean, I'd
The
want to
event at the same time is going to be like a we need resources though.
yeah, I mean, I want to hunt some of the time that I'm there, but like with groups and stuff. But like
Yeah.
for the last Chinese New Year event, I had to hunt nonstop in order to get the stuff I needed.
Yeah.
So, uh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't love that idea. I mean, I don't think it's like set in stone necessarily, but I could see why he would want to go that way. But I don't know. Maybe like a poll from the community of like when would be the best time. I mean, obviously it's like a cheaper time to do it in the off season, like during the winter too. So I'm sure like winter
Is
to
winter the off season for
spring.
Vegas though?
Yeah.
It
Well,
is.
after New Year's it kind of is. It's like the cheaper time to get in for events at least.
Okay.
Because it
Well, I
gets
mean,
cold.
yeah,
Just and like just kind of like how summer is kind of like the off season for Vegas too.
right.
But not really because the parties still happen and there's a stuff is always happening in Vegas. There's
I mean, I
I'd
think
argue
the
that there's never really an off season because there's no like
right,
off button on Vegas. But
right. I mean, I think earlier in January would be great. Um,
Kivo
but
says I don't think my liver is gonna survive CHW Fest.
yeah, especially if you go on those brewery tours with POSP that he
Yeah.
says he wants to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, earlier in January, I think would be great. If they want to do it that soon. I
Like maybe
mean,
right between New Year's Eve, like the New Year's event and the coin or the Chinese New Year event.
yeah, or like if they wanted to do it around well, I guess maybe that would keep some people from coming if it was around Valentine's Day.
See, I think that would make people want to go because it's like if you play with your spouse, like I do, we would
Yeah.
love that.
I think
Plus,
my
it kind of
boyfriend would be.
piggybacks off of all of the vow renewal stuff we were talking about.
Oh, right.
So love is
Yeah.
going to be in the air.
Yeah. I think my boyfriend would be kind of offended if I left him for Valentine's Day cuz he doesn't want to come to Coin Hunt
What?
Fest. Yeah.
Come It'll be so fun.
He doesn't want to do any coin hunt like vacation.
Okay, well, Corkio doesn't like that. How about that, boyfriend?
He's kind of an introvert. So, like, all of the coin hunt
fair.
people around him would make him a little uncomfortable. So,
Yeah.
And he's already been to Vegas, so he doesn't care. I mean, I don't give a crap about Vegas either. Like, I've been there too many times at this point. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's its own thing. I mean,
It's
once you've seen it, you've seen it. So, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this time, though, I'll actually be able to go on some of those, like the roller coaster that's on top of the casino. I've never gotten to do that because no one ever wanted to go with me. So,
yeah.
I love thrill rides. I don't know.
I literally don't care where we meet. It would be fun no matter what. It's cool that it's going to be in Vegas because there's a little something for everybody. But that's why I think they shouldn't do it over an event, because it's like nobody really wants, at least in my opinion, nobody really is going to be hunting all that much.
Yeah.
Like if you do the event, then no one's actually going to see each other because everybody's going to be driving.
Yeah.
So
I just realized Vegas is really cool because you can drive there pretty easily, right? And then you can bring Marvin and
Marvin
yay.
and Pearl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody's gonna meet Marvin and Pearl. I know, we're excited. We'll definitely be driving out for sure.
Yeah, because that's a short trip. I've done that. I've done LA. Well, I did Vegas to LA County, and like Palmdale area.
Oh, nice.
But I've never been to like LA, the city, before. So
4 hours. It's like a 4-hour drive, depending on when you leave. Like obviously on Fridays and Sundays and Mondays, those are pretty heavy traffic days in and out of Vegas. So you could be like in traffic just trying to exit Vegas for like an hour on like a Sunday or Monday. But she said Marvin gets his own panel at CHW Fest.
Yes.
He is a talker. He will happily get up there and to everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll be excited. But yeah, it's a very short trip.
You should this is what you should do. You should put a bunch of dusty rags in the auction house. And you should charge people a bid on one of your dusty rag listings in order to pet Marvin.
Marvin would not be happy with Mama if he found out that I did that. He said, Mom, I get all the pets. I just want all the pets. But like photo op with Marvin for sure. Marvin kisses.
Yeah.
I love that. Marvin could do his own kissing booth.
Yes.
So cute.
Yes. That would be adorable.
We'll accept blue keys for payment.
Totally.
Aww. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited. Yeah. But yeah, I really hope I hope it's a good time for everybody, and that it all works out. Because it's that's 6 months out. That's definitely enough time to make it happen, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, I personally would prefer not during tax season, but that's just me. I mean, I can't be.
That's a fair ask.
I can't be picky, so I'm probably one of, like, there's me, there's Phoenix, there might be like one other person that has to be concerned with tax season. So
Mom loves you.
Well, she's a CPA for a organization, so I don't know that she really worries about tax season.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't think she's likely not doing, taxes for people. I mean, she might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, it'll be fun when it does happen.
Yeah.
Excited.
Whenever that is.
Even maybe the weekend after the Chinese New Year event.
Yeah.
Right? But, yeah, we'll see. Oh, wait, we've totally skipped over. What was, so we got 5 days a week, 32 miles walking. what was the weight loss update this week?
So I weighed in an additional 1.5 pounds down this week. So I'm now at a total of 14 pounds lost.
Nice. That is amazing.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. That was like, that was right after, that was the next morning after our last stream. So I've been at like 14 pounds lost the entire week, waiting for it to like keep going down more, and it hasn't. So maybe tomorrow I'll weigh in a little bit lower.
Right. Well, does the weather kind of change it? Because I feel like when it's really hot, your body retains water a lot more too. Because it's just, well, retains it and then sweats it out. But like,
but that's every day.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just trying to make excuses for it.
It's more like what the day is like. Like yesterday we hosted board game night, and so there was lots of snacks. So that didn't help.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta replenish to get it all out again. So, how was game night?
Oh, it was fun. We had lots of new people.
That's fun.
It was interesting. I mean, I think we probably had a good 15 or 16 people here playing board games. So
that's so fun.
Yeah.
See, I want to do a game night.
Yeah.
Like Coin Hunt Fest. Or like live trivia.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. Like what Kag said,
right?
Jeopardy. Jeopardy would be awesome.
Yeah. We used to do a trivia night like at one of the restaurants that we used to operate, and it was a big hit. We did Wednesday night trivia night, and we had like a projector screen that we just rolled down from our patio, and it was super fun. Like everybody loved it. Go ahead.
Didn't K-Hag say that he runs trivia nights, or has in the past at least? Because I think when someone was talking to him about like the trivia and why he's in it for the trivia, he mentioned that he's even done his own trivia nights. Or that could have been someone, maybe it was Rubik's. I don't know. I remember someone who's like all about the trivia had said that. So I know we've got some person that runs trivia nights in the
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We've got our host.
Yeah.
Our trivia MC.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Beats. Just like his voice really fits a trivia host and everything. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that is super cool.
Yeah. Speaking of weight loss goal, well, not necessarily weight loss goals, but the accountability buddies. I haven't seen Zenny in the chat tonight, but we're thinking about you and hoping that you hit your walking goals every day.
In her new shoes, did you see that she got a pair of Hoka's?
Oh no, really?
Yes.
Nice.
You got to check your Twitter account. She posted them on Twitter, and I tagged you in it because I was like, oh snap. Here we go.
This is the problem.
Hoka, sponsor us.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with Twitter, but like if I go on my phone and I click on the Twitter app, it brings me to the login screen, and I try logging in, and it just brings me back to the login screen again. In order to get to Twitter, I have to go to Google Play, like the Google Store, the App Store, and click on open the app from the App Store for it to actually open with it logged in. So I'm not getting any notifications. Like,
so bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
Has it always been that way?
No, it hasn't. I mean, this has probably been the last month I've been dealing with that. And, like, it's all updated and everything.
Maybe, like, try to remove it and reinstall the app again?
Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't done yet. So I'll have to try that. But it's been pissing me off. Because sometimes, like, if I go to do a Twitter photo, like, it makes me log in. And it's, which I can't do because...
Yeah. Like, this vintage cycle.
Yeah. Oh, there's Zenny. I'm so excited to see your shoes.
Woo!
They're awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm guessing.
What are you going to say about Twitter? Can you turn it off and turn it back on again?
I don't know.
No,
yeah, I'm excited to see your shoes. I hope they're amazing. I need to get a pair for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be bringing my just boring old regular running shoes to Hawaii. I will not have Hoka's by then.
Wait, do you have some shoes with do they have like some tread?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You don't need like some tread, like because it's a little unstable, is what Makiki Tiki was saying. Like it's a little like gravel, dirt, crater.
Honestly, my running shoes will be fine for that. They'll be yeah. I mean, I could wear my work boots, but that would be insanely hot and too yeah.
Totally agree.
Good. So
and too much space in your backpack.
Yes. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Oh, well, that's super cool to hear, Zenny. I'm glad you're enjoying those shoes.
Yeah.
Spoken so highly of. Want to get into shop talk?
Yeah.
Our QBC.
QBC. So
what is this Corkio layaway program?
Oh yeah. Okay. So
oh wait. Sorry. Before we get into this, quick bathroom break. Oh, it's actually not a bathroom break. I just want to go for a quick refill.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Hold on. Let me get everything set up for it. Okay.
She said, "I wonder if anybody hunts in Heelys." Genius.
Ooh,
that would be genius.
I did see a one-wheeler, like blimp a lot.
Yeah. Wait, is Squeamy also the one-wheeler? Squeamy also has unicycles. I think he uploaded a picture. It's either Squeamy or Smoosh who uploaded a picture of like 3 unicycles. But I think it was Squeamy because I was like, wait, what?
Oh,
that's sick. Like in his garage, just hanging upside down from the ceiling.
Interesting.
Who's in the Discord that can confirm?
All right, well, let's do the bathroom break.
Yeah, where's Kevo?
All right, so like, what, a minute? And you'll be good?
Un minuto.
Okay. All right, everyone, we'll see you back in a minute. And we're back.
Hey.
So I guess,
now we're going to go really quick Healy talk.
Yeah, I guess Kevo says he's behind in the stream a bit, so he must have seen our talk of bathroom break in the comments, but not actually been there in the stream.
Kevo, you're slacking. Just kidding. Totally kidding. But yeah, Zenny, I totally agree. Is that going to count as small wheels? That would be very cool. But also, I would prefer it not, so we can use them now for walking goals. Do they even make Heelys still?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They do?
I see people wearing them all the time. And I saw this really cute video of this, like, older guy. He was like a grandpa. And he loved, like, his granddaughter's wheelies. And so she, like, the family, like, got him a pair of them for his birthday. Yeah. And they light up too. Oh, and he started crying when he opened them. He was so happy.
That is so sweet.
It was really cute.
Now I want to see him rip up the sidewalk in those. Right. They are actually like a really good leg workout too. I used to have a pair and I was an avid healer. Healer? But yeah, I love them.
I don't do well on wheels. I've broken my legs too many times, so it's a little dangerous.
On all wheels or just like foot heels?
Oh, yeah, like foot wheels. Like I've broken my legs rollerblading before.
Ow!
I love biking, but yeah. I've broken my legs skiing, walking, and rollerblading. I guess maybe I shouldn't be walking either, but well.
curious about that story.
I was 5. I don't remember it very well.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
Yeah.
And she said, how does he, meaning Squeamy, ride a unicycle with that suit of armor? That's impressive. See, I think it really was Squeamy because I feel like somebody said something along those lines. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Interesting. How do you do that?
I think you're right. I feel like I remember that too.
Right? Shu, was it you? Did you say that in the chat also? Yeah, agree. If somebody gave me light Achilles, I would cry too.
Yeah.
Very heartwarming.
Cool. I might be crying because I'd have a broken leg, but we wouldn't know.
I'll be crying in the club wearing my heels. Okay, but yeah, so shop talk. I have some exciting news, guys. Yeah. Wait, but I need to hear about your layaway program first.
Oh.
Korkio, the official Korkio layaway program, because I'd like to sign up, please.
Well, it might be on pause for a little bit because I'm so short on keys at the moment. But so it just so happened I was in the auction house, trying to buy a bunch of Ethereum flowers and whatever. And I saw that there were a couple of beach cocktails for sale, and they were super cheap. There was I think it was 2, and they were at 20 keys. Oh. And I was like,
no bids?
What's going on? There was 1 clock left, no bids. And I was like, what is this? So I messaged Zach, and I was like, Zach, there's beach cocktails in the auction house. Are you going to get those? He's like, I'm all out of keys. Because he had used up all of his keys from the event and his leaderboard push last week. He's like, he's like, I can't bid on them. I can't afford them. I was like, oh. So they're just gonna either go to someone else or go nowhere? That seems like a waste. You need those. He's like, yeah, I can't do anything about it. I was like, okay, what if I buy them and then when you have the keys, you let me know, and then I put them up and you buy them for an appropriate price because they were so cheap. I mean, he says he usually buys them for 30 to 35 keys a piece. There were 20 keys for 2 of them. So I won them. I did end up winning them for 25 keys, something like that. And and so when he's got the keys available, he'll let me know and I'll list them, and I'll make sure I get my listing fee, my green key and my 10% and everything. I'll calculate that all in, and that's what he'll buy them for. But so he pays a little bit more than he would have, but he didn't have the keys to buy them before, and it's still around the same amount he would have been paying for them before. So
and now it's arranged, and that's genius.
And I mean, I know that there's people in these situations all the time, oh, there's this thing in the auction house I really want, I can't get it right now. I know I'll be able to get it in the future, but so this is an option available to others. It is subject to individual approval. Korkio's payday. I'm not looking to make any money off of this, honestly.
Yeah, do not get it twisted. Korkio's not a loan shark.
Yeah, I usually tend to have a good amount of keys. Because I save them because I'm terrified of being broke. And so, if there's something in the auction house that's not, we're not talking some super rare blueprint that, I can barely afford. We're talking some small things that, are at a really good price or something like that, and you just can't afford it at the time. Let me know. And I also encourage you guys to do this for each other because, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's genius. Yeah. That's nice.
It just worked out really well. Yeah.
Yeah. If I made TDG, I'll pay you back probably.
I'd be more likely to be able to print you one than buy you one. And there's no probablys. I have to know you and know that this is something you can do regularly. And so yeah. No, nothing as big as a Tiki Chief. But 2 beach cocktails, why not?
Yeah. That's a
Like
steal.
if
I
there's
mean,
like a fire heart or like 50 fire crystals or like, some dragon scales or something, or some blood or whatever. I can't guarantee I can win it, but I can try, you know. Yeah. So,
Well, that's a good point.
yeah. So, yes,
I
that's
love it.
the Corkio layaway program.
I'll be signing up soon. I'm sure.
Okay.
I love that. Also in merch news, not necessarily auction house news. Guess what came in the mail?
Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's super cute. I love it.
You guys, look it's the size of my head. It's bigger than my head.
I can't believe he still has his arms and legs. Marvin doesn't like tear apart plushies.
Oh, he wasn't able to touch it. I literally let him sniff it in the bag. He was like, "Oh, is that my bark box? It's mine." And I was like, No. But he was very infatuated with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's stinking huge. I love him. My blue Kubu plushie.
How squishy is he?
He's squishy, but he's still firm. Like he's gonna keep his structure.
Nice. Will he make a good pillow on an airplane?
Yes. And funny that you say that, because I have to tell you this before you go buying your own. We got you one.
What?
So don't go buying one. Yes. So really? I don't want to spill. Yes, I don't want to spill too many beans, but Marvin's house and I reached out to Crypto Cornucopia. Shout out Crypto Cornucopia. Get all of your plushies on his Etsy website. He's a UK hunter. So he's shipping from the UK, but literally that day when we received it, and I we received it the day before, and then the next day I was able to like get a post going and let the community know that yes, it came. They're freaking awesome. And then that was when all of the merch talk started happening in Discord, and I will trade you plushie for tiki mug. Oh shit. Dang it.
Oh, that's a freaking deal. You're gonna need to get another one.
I'm gonna need to get another one.
You can give him mine. It's okay. That's totally worth it.
No.
I love it, but like the tiki mug?
I know. I'm willing to sacrifice our QB plushie and purchase one later down the road. But we arranged a little order with Crypto Cornucopia. So we have some goodies that we're going to bring to Hawaii with us.
That's so sweet.
For everybody that's participating. Yeah. And we just had to, yes.
Aww.
So I don't want to spill too many beans on that note because I still want it to be a surprise for everybody. But shout out to Crypto Cornucopia, and his wife actually is his business partner in this game. So
nice.
They're totally awesome and went above and beyond for us. So that was really cool. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, so excited. So
I'm gonna have to get that 3D printer.
Yes, please do. I know. All of this like merch license discussion that was happening earlier was like getting me so excited. And then when he like officially launched the store with like Coin Hunt World stuff, I was like, oh yeah, baby, here we go. The merch is coming. Give it 6 months and we'll have like all of our picks of hoodies and t-shirts and all the fun stuff.
Well, thank you. I'm so excited.
The reason I had to tell you because I had a feeling you might like go and buy one yourself, and I was like, okay, but I don't want you to double up, so don't. So I just had to tell you. But yeah.
Thank you.
So the ladies of the hunt will have their plushies. So those will be on the stream, Crypto Cornucopia, I promise. They're riding along with us.
That'll be the perfect pillow for me to sleep on a cot in the YMCA. In Hawaii.
Yeah, right? You don't even need a pillow.
Yeah. That's so exciting. Oh my God. Okay. And I honestly, I'm really bad about this. I don't know what Absalom is selling yet, but I know Absalom also opened his shop, his merch shop.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Also on Etsy?
I honestly,
or
I don't know.
shopping? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Steven, so that was clarified. Steven said
Yes.
she's the boss. Now,
Yeah.
yes, your wife is a boss. Thank you so much, wifey. We love you.
That's so awesome. Yeah. So, the interesting thing about that is I got an email back about the merch license. And Perry, who is the intern, says they made a bunch of changes to the merch license because of our questions.
Nice.
So they're writing up a new one. They said they will have it to me very shortly. So I emailed back and I said, great. Any chance that I'll get it in enough time, like before the Hunter's Lodge, that I can be part of that, like, announcement on the Hunter's Lodge of the merch people?
Yeah.
2 days after I sent that, I got another email from Perry saying, yes, we hope to have it out later today. That was 3 days ago. Still haven't gotten it yet. But, so the people that already signed the old license, Absalom and Crypto Cornucopia, they're good to go. And I guess they'll be getting the new one and can sign the new one. I didn't sign the old one. I'm still waiting for the new one to come so I can sign that. Yeah. So, but some stuff's moving, looks like. We got some people up and going. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exciting. I mean, I hope. Have you sent a follow up yet? Well, tomorrow would be a good day, I guess, for a follow up. So,
yeah. Kevo says Absalom has 3D printed QBs. He's on Etsy. So, yes.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's all exciting.
Glad there's some progress. Yeah. Can't wait. Just be fully decked out. I will be a QB.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like go all Blue Man Group and like paint your face.
Yeah. I'm already thinking about like Halloween costumes. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Oh.
I really wanted to try to pull off a QB this past year, but at the time just escaped me.
Man, I had the best idea for a Halloween costume last year. Like, and it was gonna be really easy to do. I just didn't have the time. But like, oh my God, it was going to be the coolest Halloween costume. But I don't want to tell anyone because they'll steal my idea.
Yeah, don't. Okay, then don't give it away. Somebody's going to steal it.
I think what would be awesome at Coin Hunt Fest is a costume contest.
Yes.
Yeah. I kind of wish Coin Hunt Fest was going to be like Halloween, but I know we don't have enough time for this Halloween, and I also know that the next Halloween is way too far away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also don't think like my costume idea would be doable in Vegas. Like, I don't know how I would get all the stuff there.
I feel like Vegas is like the epicenter for costumes.
Well, yeah, but this is a homemade costume. Like, and I've already like designed it in my head, and it's bulky.
There's plenty of places in Vegas that can assist in this, and I only say that because of how many like shows and shit that they do, and all of the insane costumes that like go into.
I would have to make it ahead of time. It's elaborate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it's like getting it there.
Getting it there. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Or we plan like an extra day in Vegas before the fest and make our costumes.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if I drove there, I could put it in the car.
How long is the drive from OKC?
Well, I don't exactly know. I know Phoenix is 15 hours, and I know from Phoenix to Vegas is like, what, 3 hours?
I'm not positive. I have no idea.
Or maybe it's 5 hours, something like that. I don't know.
I would imagine it's maybe it's 5 hours, because if I'm not mistaken, you have to drive up to Vegas from Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
So we're like straight across. That's why our drive is so fast.
Oh my God.
What? But
I just realized that my idea for a costume could be done as a couple costume, and like you could wear one and I could wear one,
yes,
and
let's
it would
do
be
it.
really awesome.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and then like I could do half of it, and like you could do half of it, and you
Yeah.
could do like the bulky part, and you can bring it with you, and I can do all
Yeah.
the rest of the stuff, and I can bring that, and then
Done.
we'll be good to go.
Done. It's already done. Seal the deal.
We might need a fog machine.
I can do that. I can arrange it. I know where all the party cities are around here.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Kevo, I'm sorry. I hope your costume makes it through customs too. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But a victory 2 years in a row. Come on. Yes. Give us the recipe.
Save it for someone else.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
You can't bring Manel in your luggage.
That was a good one, Ziggy.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Man, are you going to dress up as Manel, Kevo? Is that your plan? That wouldn't take much.
Now I want to get started on the Halloween costume so bad.
Right?
Oh my God. All right. Anyway, yeah, so whoever is planning this Coin Hunt Fest costume contest would be awesome. Yes. Yeah.
For sure.
And then we could do a parade. Oh my God, if we did a costume contest and then everyone in a costume does a parade down the frickin' down Fremont Street, and then, or something.
People can bring their signs with their QR codes on them. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes. I love it.
So last year.
Oh yeah, being Manel for Halloween was definitely last year. Man, we've got good ideas together. I like this.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Just put us in charge of this. We got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah, I'm excited for that.
Unless y'all in the comments want to talk about some other stuff, we probably should get to the end of our thing. It's getting late. I'm tired. I might not look it, but deep down I'm tired. So, search term of the week. So this one wasn't very interesting, except that it told me where one y'all is. So someone searched Brownstone Adventure Park. So I looked that up. That's apparently in Portland, Connecticut. So we've got someone that was either visiting or lives near Portland, Connecticut. So shout out to Portland, Connecticut. And the people hanging out at Brownstone Adventure Park. I can't off the top of my head figure out who that would be. I mean, the closest I think to that is Kata in Maine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do we have hunters that are in the Discord that are from Connecticut? Do we have a Connecticut Discord channel?
We probably do, but I haven't noticed anyone specifically. I've even seen a Rhode Islander specifically at one point, but it's weird because Connecticut usually isn't that quiet.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Connecticut. I've never been.
It's kind of just
it reminds me of Rhode Island, though. Yeah, so I don't know.
They're kind of just like a tag along of New York City. So
okay.
Now I realize that I have hidden all of the local channels except for Oklahoma. So I can't even look to see if there's a Connecticut. Anyway,
I'm sure there is. Come on, Connecticut hunters, let's represent. Right. Brownstone Adventure Park. Is there a yellow vault there? I don't know.
Oh, maybe. So Kevo says, for Coin Hunt Fest, if it's an actual contest, I wonder if we'd need to prepare a skit or dance or performance.
Yeah, you have to have your QB animation.
Oh,
Haha.
genius.
See,
That's
this is
cool.
why I plan events.
Well,
Stuff
but
just seeps out of this brain.
what if someone's what if someone's costume isn't a QB though? What if it's something other than a QB?
Okay. Well, okay.
I
Or,
guess,
okay, so QB animation or a flavor text of some kind. How's that?
yeah, I think that works.
That would suffice, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And then Shu said Hunter's Lodge 5 wish list. Like, what do we want to see on the wish list? Or what do we want to see at Hunter's Lodge 5? I don't even care to predict. I'm just ready for it.
Right? I want to know about this QBR. I am I'm just curious about all aspects of the anniversary event because Elemental Invasion was probably by far my favorite event, like ever so far. I mean, I love Halloween and Hawaii. They all have like special things that happened, but like Elemental was like the first event where we were really like fucking hunting for hours a day, like literally breaking in between hunting to like feed the dogs, walk the dogs, take the dogs with us on a walk while we're hunting, like breaking for just food and essential necessities and like hunting the rest. I don't know. It was like, what a time to be alive.
It was the only event where some of us actually met up downtown to hunt.
Oh, so like that was the first time you met a lot of like hunters in person.
Well, I mean, we met up with people we already knew. So like Joey Bananas, my neighbor, he and his wife and his kid. My boyfriend and me and his kids, like we were walking around downtown. We went out to dinner and then we walked around. They were also going out to dinner downtown, so they met up with us at the park downtown. The problem with it was like we decided to start hunting like right at the beginning, and if you remember the Elemental Invasion, the servers crashed.
Yep.
For like what, a half an hour?
Oh, it was longer than that. It
An
had
hour?
to have been like an hour to an hour and a half. Yeah, I remember it was like,
right. And so
but
we
we're
were just
furious.
like standing around, and like the spouses, so like Joey Banana's wife and like my boyfriend, they were like, really, like, can we just, why are we doing this?
Yeah,
And
right?
Joey and I are like, come on, it'll be up in a minute. Like we got to do this together. And the problem
Trying to
was,
defend your ground.
yeah, he had gotten a ping from an Earhart, like a air monolith, like right before it crashed.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't, like, I think it was gone after that. Like I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Dang.
So.
Yeah, Shu said the Minnesota. That's Minnesota, right? Yeah, Minnesota Discord was really good about organizing, calling out monolith spawns. I think is what maybe that was supposed to say.
Obelisk, monolith, yeah. Obelisk
Oh,
is
is
a very
obelisk a
specific
word?
shape. No, they were monoliths, but obelisk is just a very specific shape of monolith. But I don't know that they were necessarily obelisks, but they were kind of more
Like,
random shape.
it felt like that was the first like official community kind of event where you like you didn't necessarily need the help of the community, but you wanted it. Not of like the CHW community as a whole, but your local community.
Right.
Is what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just it was so fun and such a grind, and it was hard, and Marvin's house and I were fighting, and we were then happy, and it was just like the roller coaster of stuff. And it's funny now, like looking back and seeing like new players in the Discord and stuff now, you know, like hunting all day long the USA event or the Canada Day event, and I'm like, man, I remember those days. They were so good. Like those are like the most fun times. Was like in the very beginning, like the first 6 months that you play CHW.
Yeah.
And like after you pass the like, is this a real game? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, do all your initial build the headquarters stuff, and you start taking things seriously. It's I
feel like the anniversary event this year is going to be like that again. Like, I think we're all going to be just like, yes, let's go.
Yeah, I hope so. It has to be because the hype is too big now.
Yeah, don't let us down, guys.
Right? There's a part of me that would totally be down to wait one more year for Coin Hunt Fest if we could do it over the anniversary. Because I feel like if they made it super fucking special and like did it for all of the hunters that are like us and super dedicated and all fly out to Vegas from wherever all across the country, maybe it's less like making the resources so grindy where you have to hunt thousands of vaults to get them, and it's more of like a quest line of like a bounty hunt, you know?
Oh yeah.
Where you like that's kind of another idea that I had for CHW Fest was like, how fun would a scavenger hunt be in Vegas, where you have to like, you know, decipher some code or like clue to find like where that vault is that's going to drop whatever CHW Fest resources that you want for like the CHW Fest QB, and whoever completes all of their there's the hunt first like wins a red key.
You know, it would be really fun for the CHW Fest would be a tagging competition.
Ooh, that's
so many things to tag in Vegas, like endless things to tag.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
Yeah.
I wonder how well, but I also saw that Illusion Weaver said that tagging is now postponed to wait, I might be speaking out of context, but maybe postponed to 2023.
Oh.
No, not tagging. Tribes and tribe structures won't be until 2023.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's when Coin Hunt Fest currently is being planned for anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tagging contest. Writing this down.
Also, so Brownstone Adventure Park was not the only search term of the week. That was just, I wanted to like shout out whoever you are in Connecticut. The search term of the week is someone, I mean, of course, someone was searching kittens. This was like the top search of the week was kittens. Cool. Whatever. But apparently that wasn't good enough for them. Like maybe they were searching kittens
were ugly.
And they got some like really scraggly kittens on YouTube. I don't know, because then the second highest search was cute kittens.
The third highest search was smitten kittens.
Like, okay, why didn't you just search cute kittens in the first place?
Like, not cute enough.
Right.
Cute kittens.
But like, also, like, isn't cute like implied in the like kittens word?
In the kitten of it all?
Yeah, like, I mean, that's just
like
redundant.
Yeah, cute puppies. All puppies are cute.
Right. Right, exactly. I was just confused. Like, so.
See, also, now I seriously think that this is Aperture Cat.
Right? There's always cats in our search terms. I don't always mention them, but every single week there is something to do with cats in the search term.
Oh my god.
Every single week. I mean,
we are a cat community.
I know that, like, cats, like, when you think of cat videos, downtown, we actually have an annual cat video festival.
Wait. Just for videos of cats?
Yes. So,
what?
So, like, we have this.
What?
Yeah. So we have this big park. It's called Scissortail Park. It's huge. It's like our central park, right?
What is it called?
Scissortail. So the scissortail is our state bird. It's a really pretty bird. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so we have Scissortail Bridge.
Scissortails.
Yeah, no.
That's my search term of the week.
But so Scissortail Bridge is right there, which goes over the highway. It's really pretty. Anyway, so at Scissortail Park, they have this big screen that they can project videos. And once a year in the summer, they have the cat video. I don't know if it's a festival, if it's just a night, whatever it is. They have a night where they just project cat videos for you to like sit out on the field and like watch cat videos.
I love that. The serotonin is flowing
Yeah.
on that one.
So like I know that cat videos are like the internet's favorite thing, but like this is just proof every single freaking week cat videos.
Yeah.
This time it's kitten and cute kitten videos. Like as opposed to ugly kittens.
Couldn't get enough.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, am I the only one that doesn't watch cat videos on the internet?
No, I don't.
Because I
normally they're dog videos, to be honest. I'm on and like if you think about it, I feel like the dodo is like a majority of dog, and then maybe like bird actually before cat.
Like the birds that like either headbang to like heavy metal,
yes,
or like the birds that talk back to you. Those
yes,
are hilarious.
I love the dodo.
God. Have you seen Nuggets, the bird? Oh man.
No, I don't think so.
This is a TikTok
a
thing.
viral bird.
Yeah. She's a bird on TikTok. I know I have it saved. I'll should be able to. Yeah.
Okay.
And she's some kind of like chicken from like, I don't know, maybe from Africa or something. She's someone's pet. And she talks and she's like, my name is Nuggets, and it's like the cutest fucking thing. And like she says a bunch of other things. Yeah. I fucking love birds that talk. I'm terrified of birds and I hate birds, but I love listening to birds talk.
I 1000% agree with you.
Yeah.
I would never get a bird myself. They smell is what I was going to say next. Yeah. My brain was just like, they smell. They fucking smell. Yes. Yeah, I could watch them talk all day long. Yeah. Not even talk, like chirp. I can appreciate like their normal language.
Yeah. We've got a huge variety of birds around here. So like you could just sit in the backyard and listen to them all day. It's crazy.
So
yeah.
Did you see it actually in the Discord today? It's funny that this came up anyway. Coin Demon, I think it was Coin Demon saying something about taking photos, or I think it was Coin Demon and K-Hag, but K-Hag might have came up with the idea of like, here's a goal where like you can, instead of not part of your walking quest, but where you can do like a photo quest kind of thing and take a picture of like your local bird in the area, or like bird watching on your walk, and like that's your photo quest, like just appreciating the birds, and like you have to go out and take a picture of your state capital bird or your local bird or whatever.
I see scissortails on my walk all the time. I mean,
see, there you go.
Yeah, they are. I mean, that's why they're our state bird, because they're kind of everywhere and they're really pretty. They have like these long tails that are like kind of splay out, so it's like a scissor.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. They are really cute.
Yeah.
What's their color like? Are they all different colors out there?
They're mostly like gray and white, and maybe some brownish and some black. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've seen some blue, like light blue or something like that with an interesting tail like that.
Oh, maybe.
But maybe it could be a different bird with a split tail.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have this really cool board game, speaking of birds, called Wingspan. That's literally a bird collecting board game. Like, they have like these cards of like all the birds in North America. And like your goal is to collect all these birds and stuff. Yeah. And it's pretty fun.
How do you collect them? Like, what's the gameplay?
It's kind of complicated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we bring it out to...
It's a super unique game. Like, I love games that are totally out there. This one is very different. Like, there's some resource management. There's like, yeah, but it's totally,
Dude,
totally unique.
we have the same gaming personality, because I'm that person that takes like, when we do game nights, because we host game nights at our house too, but it's usually with just like my mom and my brothers. But when we do it, I'm like, you guys, be quiet. If you don't know how to play, I'm trying to read the directions so you understand. Like, please pay attention, because this is a really fun game. I just need you to grasp the concept and we can move forward with the fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I picture us being the same in that sense, where it's like, yes, it's going to take a little bit of brain power, but I know that we can all do it if you guys just focus.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we
literally, game nights can get a little out of hand.
We have multiple closets like overflowing with board games. Like we've started storing them in our bathroom. Because that's the only place we had empty cupboards.
We don't have magazines. We have board games.
Yeah. I don't recommend anyone tries to open them in the bathroom, but yeah.
No, but you could read the instructions, maybe brush up on a game you don't know about.
Yeah, that's true.
Get a head start on game night while you're in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, well, I look forward to a game night at your place in the somewhat future. Yeah. I'm not going to say distant. I'd rather say near.
We could totally have Coin Hunt Fest at my house.
Yes. On both of your patios.
Right. I'm actually like, for one of the nonprofits, I'm hosting like our annual summer party, like in our neighborhood park, in a couple weeks. So
nice.
Like, we already do this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of, totally. We might not be able to do a stream on the 24th. We might have to pick a different night because I'll have guests.
Fair enough. Yeah. Busy lady.
Yeah. So anyways, that's all the notes I had for our episode.
Yeah. I think that was great. Our ending on a positive note tonight, because we're slacking in this area and we keep forgetting to get our positive life impact stories. But I will just say, the moderators have a very positive impact on our community. They put in a lot of effort for retention. They put in a lot of effort for, all of us in keeping the Discord the fun, safe, and welcoming community that it is. We all can agree that this community is so special. And I think that is for multiple reasons, but the moderators are a lot to take the credit for that. So,
and we have to thank the moderator that booted that account for calling us ladies of the See You Next Tuesday.
Yeah. So, bye. Yeah. But yeah. So anyways, I know I'm certain that we all agree that they should be paid for their efforts and all that good stuff, but just make sure that you are showing your appreciation for your mods, okay? They are doing the Lord's work in these communities. What?
Kevo in the comments.
Oh, shit.
He just has to throw this in while we're like praising the mods. He says, did y'all see the forehead QB in the beach collage? Little Easter egg. Really, Kevo? You had to go there.
Wait, are we drumming this up again? Are we trying to get somebody banned?
He's just salty because he got banned for like 30 days.
Oh my God.
I can understand.
Oh no, I didn't even notice it, but now I'm going back.
Yeah, I'll check it out too. But like,
please, you guys try not to ban
yourselves. You might be a little salty because you got banned for 30 days, but come on, it's for the good of the community. Like, the mods are good. They do good. They're not perfect. Sometimes they have to make tough calls. But, that's how the job goes. So.
Yeah. So thank you to all of the mods: Anakura, Leppy, Fire, Squeamy, Snow Owl, ROIC. What else am I missing? Think about. I'm so sorry if I'm missing somebody.
Isn't Bearded Ant Hunter one in
Oh,
the
yep.
Salvadorian
Yes.
one?
Bearded Ant.
Do we have specific Philippines and Malaysia ones? I don't think so.
I don't think so yet. What was also, just side note really quick and then we're done. Somebody pointed out that the fact that they don't have their own QBs yet, so there's still launch events coming because they're in beta in those countries. So that's maybe why the mods come once the game fully launches. I said Snow Owl.
For those
but
only
Zach
listening,
keeps calling Bird Guy. Stop calling him Bird Guy. He's Snow Owl and he's been around forever. He's just normally in the beginners chat because he's the nice one that's helping the beginners and has the patience for them. Right.
So I know especially Fire really just listens to this as a podcast, so I want to make sure I say what Kevo has continued to say in the chat, just in case there's any mods just listening. So he says the 30-day ban was okay. And yeah, they have a tough job. So just so you know, Kevo is not just talking crap about you in the comments.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Yes. Zach keeps calling Snow Owl Bird Guy. It's kind of a little disrespectful if you ask me, but it's okay.
Zach doesn't know what anything's actually called. He's just confused.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we love and appreciate each and every one of you. Keep up the great work, and glad everybody was able to voice their opinions and that, it was all out in the open today, and there you go.
Yeah.
So Titanium Toaster will make whatever changes they see necessary.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so get at me if you're interested in hanging out after the Hunter's Lodge, like actually on stream, because I don't really have anyone in mind right now, and if Marvin's mama is busy working, it's going to be hard to sit here and talk to myself. So if you're someone that listens and is super into it and you have a lot to say, after Hunter's Lodge, I kind of want to go live and I think it'd be fun. So let me know. That doesn't mean that anyone that messages me will be green lighted. We'll have to discuss it and pick the right person and all of that. So, but we would like to do that. So definitely check us out for that. And then we'll be back to our regular stream after that, I guess.
Yeah, I think after that, yes, we will. Yeah. I don't want to spoil anything or give too much away, but I think we'll have a great episode next Sunday. And soon we'll be live streaming together in Hawaii.
Yay.
I can't wait.
Me neither. I'm so excited.
Okay, everybody, don't forget your mystery boxes and happy hunting. Oh, we haven't even hit mystery box time yet. We are crushing it today. We're not even at 3 hours yet, so you've got plenty of time for your mystery boxes, guys.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Right on par.
Plus, there's a bathroom break in there, so.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Happy hunting. See you guys next weekend.
We'll see you soon.
Or we'll see you at the Hunter's Lodge.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.